Hi, all. This is Dr. J, Professor Spike, and Arjun, streaming live, coming to you live. Another edition of Talking Stocks, live from Long Island, New York, and Seattle, Washington. Today we have a lot to talk about. I think BITO is the most exciting single thing on Wall Street today. First ETF for Bitcoin.
Yep.
Gotcha.
I don't know where
Bido.
glare from on my camera, but
Yeah,
I guess it's okay.
from the sun behind you.
So, what do you think of BITO? Is it a buy, sell, or hold right now, considering the price of Bitcoin?
I think it's a wait.
There you go.
You know, it's one of those commodity type ETFs that has that contango effect where it has to keep rebalancing every month buying futures,
Right.
so that if the spot price is lower than the futures price, you're paying more every month.
Yep.
You want losing money.
Yeah, with these type of plays, I usually only play them for quick scalps, and when there's no technical history, I don't know what to do with it. So I usually wait a bit.
Yeah, like even your USO, while oil has not done great, it's up pretty nicely now.
Yeah,
And for the year is down about 90%.
exactly. Yeah, so I usually play options with these types of plays, but they're all based on technicals. So if I got no technicals, I am gambling.
Yeah, I think you got to limit those ETFs to 1 week.
Yeah,
And,
a week, maybe two, but yeah, you're right.
Yeah. So Rego Marco is here from Switzerland, and he's very enthusiastic apparently about VBIV. Any VBIV news?
No news. I mean, it's the same deal. Like, we're in that convergence pattern, PDUFA coming. Yeah, we'll see. But it looks good today.
November 30th is a key day, CTI and VBIV.
Yeah, so I'll be full off tryptophan or whatever turkey thing I've eaten, and I'll just wake up and hopefully not see a CRL.
Tryptophan is the thing that puts you to sleep, though, right?
Yeah, I'll be on the couch.
Yeah. you have the turkey on Turkey Day, so you're good and sleepy afterwards. But then you got the football game to wake you up.
It's true.
Always a game on, at least in my house.
Yep. Same. Some football, a couple IPAs. It'd be good.
Yeah. So I cleaned up again on football. I shouldn't even bother with the markers. You just
That's funny.
Football. I don't have my own account. I have to put it into my cousin.
Who'd you win on?
They don't allow sports gambling in New York. So.
Oh yeah.
I have a cousin in Jersey.
Yeah, Jersey, Pennsylvania. It's legal too now.
Yeah. So
they allow it. It's just not.
You and I hit 2 weeks in a row. We had Kansas to beat up on Washington, and that happened.
Yeah, that was easy.
And we had Buffalo to beat up on Kansas, and that happened 2 weeks in a row.
Yeah.
I'm getting used to winning on sporting events. I was also perfect in one of those fantasy things, but I didn't bet it big, unfortunately.
Yeah, I've been doing well in my fantasy league too.
Yeah. So who's here with us today? Rego Marco, Andrew. Andrew is here from West Virginia, where there's a lot of controversy lately, right? Isn't the senator of West Virginia a controversial figure?
No.
Well, his name gets mentioned a lot.
Yes. He has outsized influence.
But nobody knows how to spell it. His name gets mentioned a lot. M-A-N-S-I-O-N. Clearly wrong.
It's not spelled like a mansion. Like a mansion at a yacht, like Elmer Fudd has.
But that's clearly wrong. I mean, I don't know how to spell it. Do you? No idea.
Nope.
But he's been spelling out his position finally, so maybe they'll get this bill through. Democrats have to come to an agreement, and then we'll see what happens. I think that'll help, hurt, or have no effect on Wall Street. What do you guys think? If we get the spending bill through, if we get the infrastructure and the spending bill through,
We'll be fine.
Yeah, I don't think it's gonna move.
We have to think about the future. We don't want to be a.
well, we have to replace the bridges that are falling down. We don't want the Brooklyn Bridge falling down.
Oh,
right.
true.
Then they'll change the song.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Instead of London Bridge,
Right.
be Brooklyn.
So Leo's looking for some fresh meat also, I noticed.
Leo, PavMed, Matt South from Akron. Haven't seen that name. How's it going?
Matt South implored me to talk about athesis, so we'll talk about athesis.
Oh, nice.
Now, athesis is a stock that I've been mainly in for, I think, decades. No, it's not decades, but it's over 10 years.
Okay.
So it constitutes a decade.
So years.
A decade.
Which is an eon to us traders.
Yeah.
I do kind of know athesis, and it's been one disappointment and postponement after another. So, let's say
any day now.
not any day, any year. But athesis, any year.
Oh wow, it's down to $1.28 now. Unbelievable.
No, it's not. Not
Athesis?
at all unbelievable. Not at all unbelievable. Once it broke.
It's not unbelievable. I think you would say it's not $1.28. That I can't believe my eyes.
I've still never ever owned this, not once.
Well, maybe it's time to buy some at this pretty cheap price.
The thing is,
Or not.
the Japanese partner is finished with their ischemic stroke trial, and data is due out by the end of the year. The data will be 90-day data, or 3-month data.
Yeah.
And in the previous trial that it had with a while ago in ischemic stroke with Shugai, the Roche subsidiary, Japanese Roche subsidiary, their 90-day data was good for the subset that they're testing it on now, but it wasn't as robust as the 1-year data, which was outstanding, really stellar. So I'm a little bit afraid that you're going to get, okay data, but not great looking data. And I don't know what that means. If it's okay looking data, but not great, what does that mean?
Yeah.
For the company. They also have Masters 2, their own trial. They'll be finishing up with that probably mid-2022, something like that. So there's a lot to look forward to, but it's no sure thing.
Yeah. I mean, the chart says wait.
Yeah, the chart is telling you that
the chart says we're in the midst of a falling knife.
Yeah.
When the price is too good to be true, it's usually too good to be true, right?
Well, I'm looking like before COVID, right? It was at 113, and then it had that crazy run, and then it's pulled back. It's almost back to 113, so maybe I'll buy at 113.
I think you can safely buy at 115, 114, 113. Yeah.
I'll probably do that.
Maybe 98 cents before it's all over.
Bite your tongue.
Yeah, I'm not buying today though.
98.
No live buys.
I remember when it dipped below $1 after flunking the stroke trial with Shugai. And I held through that and, in fact, added like crazy. At one point, I had this humongous position. Now I have a minor position.
Yeah, it hit 15 cents back in 2008. So you talking about that?
Yeah, I was in it.
Wow.
I was in it in 2008. I said I've been in it a decade plus.
Yeah, this chart is wild.
I've been in it a decade plus.
This chart is just down, 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 down.
I was a young, vibrant teenager when I first bought it.
It was like me buying VBIV.
The only reason I look old now is because that stock aged me.
Yeah.
That's the reason. I'm not down on Athesis. Don't get me totally wrong. I still believe I'm going to make money in it, or I wouldn't be in it.
Right.
So we have a lot of comments here. PavM, someone Matt is also interested in PavM.
PavMed.
This is one that had a tremendous chart that fell apart a little bit now.
What's the diabetes one?
I don't remember.
I think it is.
It could
Yeah,
be.
that one, the chart really did fall off a cliff, but yeah, it had a great run this year.
Yeah. So we could take a look at it if we have time.
Okay.
I don't know how much we're gonna have time for because we're doing a lot of chit-chatting about nothing.
Indeed.
Well, I wouldn't say about nothing. Athesis is not nothing. BITO is not nothing. And the contango effect that affects all commodity ETFs is not nothing. So we hit some important topics.
True.
Our Swiss friend is here. And now I know there's a 6-hour difference, not a 7-hour difference. So what time is it in Switzerland now?
9:15. Just had a nice dinner and staring at us.
I notice not only is Tilray up today, but CBC is up today. So
yeah, I'm a long holder of Tilray.
yeah, the cannabis stocks are up a little today.
Yeah, I've been in and out of Tilray a lot. Right now I'm out.
No, don't be disappointed, big techs. I hope you took some money, like you're supposed, money off the table when they were approved, because you know the rule. You sell in pre-market, but I also am guilty of having held some back because I do like OYST. Dry eyes. You give us a spray in the nose and your eyes are cool for the rest of the day or whatever it is. Not a bad thing. Probably very good. It's a huge market. Dry eyes is a huge market.
I really think we've figured out how to play PDUFAs like 95% of them. You sell the run up and then the inevitable pullback. If you like the company long, you just buy back in.
That's right. I will definitely buy back every share that I sold, and I don't care about the few shares I have left.
Yeah.
Losing money.
I just don't think there's ever an argument to hold all shares through PDUFA anymore. We've learned too many times.
Yeah,
you gotta sell some.
I think even BCRX I sold some.
Yeah, and that's the only one that I have ever held through PDUFA that went up.
Exactly. And then it went down afterwards.
Yeah. As Jake said, till they commercialize the product, it's a tough sledding.
Yeah.
Jake hates that.
But that's one of the first ones you're going to chart, right? BCRX.
Yeah, we haven't looked at that in a while. I mean, it's still most of our biggest position, or at least in the top 5.
Yeah,
so.
me too.
Cool.
We have an Ohio State fan. They're playing. Who are they playing this Saturday? Indiana.
I don't really follow college that much.
They're playing the Hoosiers. They haven't beaten the Hoosiers since 1983 or something like that. They haven't lost the Hoosiers.
Yeah, I was going to say they've beaten them a lot.
They lost to them one time in the 80s, maybe 86. So I think they should have an easy game.
Yeah.
Andrew's disappointed on OYST as well, and bought some more given the full price tag. I agree with these guys. OYST looks like a buy me now, buy me later, buy every dip. It looks like a really good one.
Yep.
Also like another I company, OCUL. And that we talked about last week, right?
Mm-hmm.
We did. We did.
They're the one with the allergic conjunctivitis.
Yep.
Just the flu. I have an irritation allergy, so I'm sucking on a candy because I get better than choking.
Is that to kill your dry eyes?
Yeah,
Sucking on a candy to kill your dry eyes?
I'm sucking on. You know what I'm sucking on? No, it's not a medical marijuana charm. It's a lifesaver.
Oh,
I haven't had a lifesaver candy in about 30 years. But my daughter gave me a whole bag of them. So I said, what the hell? Not bad. Reliving my childhood.
is this the one from the roll or the one in the little plastic bag?
In a little plastic bag.
Oh, okay. They're bigger than the ones in the roll. That's why you're making those
Yeah,
noises.
they're bigger.
You're not used to the size of the larger ones that come out of the bag. Got to take them out of that circular roll, that cylindrical roll.
Momplaisir. That's an interesting name. Plaisir is pleasure, right? In French, something like
Well,
that.
it's always being a pleasure around Leo. So it's certainly an apt. It's an apt name.
Avec plaisir. All right, Leopold, good to have you with us. Pavam fell after the Lucid IPO. They own most of Lucid, right? Yeah. Good entry. Could be. Could be. All right, you heard it here. Regamarco likes Pavam. As always, our opinions are strictly held and do not constitute investment advice. And that goes for people that are on our chat board as well. They're just giving their opinions, and it does not constitute any kind of advice. Do your own due diligence. Check with your advisor before acting. Check with your dog. 2 barks means yes. 1 bark means no.
Yes.
Right?
Yes. So wait,
Two
those are confusing.
if by sea, 1 if by land, or something like that.
Right. Depends on whether or not you're buying a stock called Oyster.
We get it correct
It's two
spelling.
if by sea.
I assume Andrew has the correct spelling.
Of Manchin, yeah, of course he does.
No, it's his state, so we ought to know. Although I have no idea how Governor Huckle spells her name, or if I even said it. I live in New York. I can't say her name, let alone spell it.
Well, the question is, did you even know of her existence before Andrew Cuomo dropped out?
Wasn't she one of his girlfriends? No.
No, certainly not.
Wow.
I know, pretty bad.
He wasn't one of the accusers, right?
Certainly not. Nope. She was just. It's very weird in New York. The relationship between the governor and the lieutenant governor is just. It's sort of perfunctory, not personal.
Yeah, I think you're right. The only time this has happened a few times in my lifetime, where the lieutenant governor took over for Rockefeller, right?
For Spitzer?
I don't remember who it was, and for Spitzer, the lieutenant governor took over.
Yeah,
So
a couple of
twice.
times.
This is the 3rd time that I can remember. Wilson was the guy that took over for Rockefeller, upstate New York dude, and pretty sure that was his name. And the guy who took over for for Barry Spitzer. That was his name, Barry? Elliot Spitzer.
Elliot.
Elliot Spitzer. The guy who took over for him was Patterson.
Yep.
Patterson. And Patterson was probably worse than Spitzer in terms of his whatever.
He was all right. But in terms of his behavior, he was beyond reproach.
From New Jersey.
All right.
Andrew is acting like a Republican.
Grego Marco says something.
I think he means, Andrew means what? He means that Manchin is acting like a Republican. I think that's what he means.
Oh, yeah, absolutely. You can't call that a majority. Are we going to start charting a little bit?
Do we have to?
It would be nice. I'd like to look at a chart of BCRX to see if
we don't have to do anything. But we want to, Dr. J. We want to.
Okay.
Yeah. There we go. Yeah, we'll do a few. I mean, I have plenty of time if we want to stay a little longer, but we can do at least 5, 7, 10, something. I don't know. Yeah, there's definitely quite a few that are interesting.
I listed. If I could do the 7 I listed, that would be cool.
Yeah.
Now, this one, I made a remark that even if they get a CR, I think we'll go down below 50.
Yeah.
Did you share your screen yet, Dr. J?
I didn't think it would have that big an effect because it's really the UTHR drug. They're producing it for them, though. But what do we do?
Take the comment off.
Put the
We
chart
have
on.
comment on?
Yeah, I gotta just take that off, and then we'll be good to share.
All right, so Mankind plunged below the 200, but it held some important levels.
You got to share your screen.
I do?
Yeah, you have to. That you have to do. That's not a want.
No,
That's a.
No, I don't have to. I don't have to.
What if we ask nicely? Pretty, please?
But I don't have to do it. So there it is, rating 5 volumes today on the bad news.
There you go.
Oh, nice.
And today it's settled in a little bit. Still basically flat from yesterday. And let's draw some line. I think we're okay. We got a series of high lows, and we're still maintaining that. From March 25th, 312. Then we have on whatever date this is, 356. Then we have another low, key low at 378. And now a new key low, which happened yesterday, at $4. So I don't mind this pullback, just a buying opportunity as far as I can see.
Yeah, the only worry would be if the 200 or 100 becomes resistance, but yeah.
Well, apparently the 200 looks like it may be for a short while.
So that's not great. It's not great.
It may trade between the 100 and the 200 for a while. This is 100. This is a 200. Okay. This is my trend line. That's my trend line.
That's your bottom.
Yeah, so if it trades between my trend line and the 200 for a while, it's just regrouping and it's still be edging up. So
yeah.
I think
you say whatever brought this down was an overreaction for the most part.
Well, the
Yeah, it
CRL,
definitely is. Yeah.
the CRL, according to Castagna, the CEO of Mankind, they're just producing. They can continue to produce the drug for them because they're very confident it'll be approved 9 months later or something like that. So it's just a temporary setback.
Yeah, I agree.
Temporary setback. There's a time to buy. They give you gifts every once in a while in biotech. This, I believe, is a gift. Let's look at the OCUL. Do I have that down?
Well, you talked about it enough.
Yeah, we can chart it.
It too has found the resistance at the 100.
Yeah.
I can't see this one missing, but then again, I thought Dermatech would be 100 by now, so it's a long way to Tipperary. Just because the drug was approved, it has to be well received. But unlike Dermatech, where the dermatologists lose money as a result of it, this one they make money because I think that they have to do the implant for the allergic conjunctivitis. So I think it benefits them.
It pulled beautifully to the halfway of that candle.
Mm-hmm.
I think the fundamentals are very strong, and
I agree.
And the technicals don't look bad. So you got a little pullback after PDUFA, which is to be expected. We had a huge pullback from the 20s. So at this point, it's half price sale. I like this a lot based on combination of technicals and fundamentals. I think we've turned the corner.
Yeah, I think you can add.
I never look at these gimme stocks, meme stocks, but AMC went wild today. Maybe we should look at it. Want to look at AMC? Any interest?
Why don't we do Oyster instead, since that's what we've been talking
I mean,
about.
I don't care about AMC, but we can look.
No interest in meme stocks.
Well, just not that one. I just don't care about the two big ones, GameStop and AMC. But I like a good meme.
Here's another one that's on sale, just like OCUL, just like Mankind. A lot of biotechs on sale. Biotechs can try your patience, there's no question. You might just say, why am I in this? I should just buy Tesla.
Because we like the stories.
Yeah, we do.
Leo, it was MNKD, just so you know.
Oh yeah, Leopold, it was Mankind, MNKD. I think this one looks pretty decent. Yeah, I like that line.
It does look pretty decent. I don't know why the extreme pullback, other than it always does. So
yeah, just a gap and trap. This happens all the time.
It always pulls back too much, more than it should.
Yeah.
So it's bargain basement price for OYST, bargain basement for MNKD, and the biggest bargain may be Athesis. We talked about Athesis a lot at the beginning of the show. It's a bargain in terms of how cheap it is, but sometimes these stocks are traps. And with Athesis, as I said, I wouldn't be shocked if it goes down to 98 cents, a 12-year low.
I mean, you have to look at the weekly here. The daily doesn't tell you anything because it's just down, down, down.
It tells you that this is not a stock that you want to be in.
Right, but like what I liked about the weekly is it shows you, I think prior to COVID, It was in the it's like 115, 113. That's where I might add.
What I like about the picture now is it looks like it has it's trying to get a rounded bottom. If you want to be an optimist, you're going to say it's going to round out here. And
I could see it. Maybe.
Looks like it's trying to put in a rounded bottom or a U. Are we getting ready to retest that 175 level prior to data? Quite possibly. And that would be a 3-month wait to get back to 175. It's quite possible.
Yeah.
Okay. I waited 2 years for it to go from 3 down to here, so I could wait 6 months for it to go from there back up.
Yeah, you bought at the absolute top. Yeah. 3 is a very tough number to buy at. It was only there for a blink.
Yeah.
This has been a real disaster, this stock. The CEO left because the Japanese partner basically kicked him out. It's a disaster. But all will be forgiven with stellar results, right?
Yeah. I'll buy at 115. I have some orders in.
All right.
And that'll be the first time I ever buy it.
We're back above $15 on BCRX.
Yeah, it's still, I think it's at the midpoint of the trading range-ish.
Yeah, 14 to 16 has been the trading range.
Yeah, give or take, yeah. So we have earnings in what, 2 weeks, 3 weeks. I think you see a run up. I think it tests, if you're lucky, it tests 17, maybe it's just 16-ish. That 100-day looks like it could be a tough one.
I want to know, is there earnings after Election Day or before Election Day?
When's Election Day again?
First Tuesday of November.
Then it's after.
Mm-hmm.
The earnings are in the middle of the month.
Yeah.
You know,
I mean, the earnings will be fine here. I think that it's not going to blow past 18. I really don't think so, but I also don't think it'll collapse. I think you just play this one the way Dr. J has been playing it. You sell those puts, you sell the calls, you thread the needle.
I do think we will see 21 within the next 6 months.
Within the next 6 months, I agree. Yeah.
I'm optimistic.
Yeah, I think this year we might have seen the high of the year already, which is not a bad thing, but I just think there aren't catalysts.
Notice this is a very key level of support resistance that we're at right now.
Yeah.
Very key. A lot of touches. Right in this area.
I think the 200 has proven that might be max pain at any given point.
Right, and the 100 right now is resistance. It bumped up against it, backed off. Let's see what happens. It's going to try to go through it again. See what happens.
Yeah, I think you can sell. You can sell the 15 puts and sell the 16 calls, and I think you'll do pretty well.
Probably. I don't think the earnings will propel it to 20 just yet.
Yeah.
So you guys aren't seeing any kind of breakout after earnings?
I don't think so.
Maybe if it goes to 17, even 17.50, that's probably break even if you do what you just said.
Because I think the earnings in February, like that, will allow Europe to have a lot of ramp up time, because they're like the U.S. now they got the ball rolling, but I think it's
for all of 2 quarters.
Yeah, they'll have 2 full quarters of Europe in the February earnings, and I think that's where Dr. J is 21, that's where we'll see it.
Yep.
I like
How about your Alpo? I'm back to calling it Alpo after
Exactly.
I accept that. That's fine. You can call it whatever you want. I accept it. It has been very meh, bleh.
Very mad, very mad.
But
I wrote the 30s, the puts.
yeah, I have some 30 puts.
I did
I
it a
actually
little
wrote
too
some.
early.
I wrote some puts yesterday that I'm doing pretty well on, actually.
Yeah. Yesterday at 29.29 or something like that.
Yeah, and so the earnings here, I think, will help. But I don't. This is the same thing. It'll take some time. The February earnings, I think, are where this can really move. But because they got Europe and US on the same day, so that helps a lot. I think you won't have to wait for Europe the way you do for BCRX.
You can get a little bit excited about this trend line support, which it basically bounced off of.
Yeah, I think it's very undervalued for a lot of reasons, and I'll hold this one.
During the down market, during when biotechnology was getting slammed, this one held very well. And when
Yep.
it looked like things are getting better, this one got hit. Very, very crazy stock.
Yeah, super low float. It's kind of easy to manipulate.
Yeah.
Who knows? I mean, it's cheap. I can tell you it's cheap if you want this long. So
I probably have more money than I should in it, but what the heck? I'm not really losing, so.
yeah, I think it's like you can straddle this, or straddle might not be the right word, but you can almost do the same type of play here where you could sell the 35s on the calls, sell the 30s on the puts, and just kind of milk that for a while.
I only wrote the put, so I'm not selling any calls.
Yeah. Well, you can.
If anything, I'll buy calls.
Right.
Yeah, it's. I mean,
pretty
the
bullish.
options don't have good premiums anyway, so it doesn't really matter.
Pretty bullish, actually. But we're going
This
to make
looks.
new highs. It's just a question on the.
Yeah, this looks
We're
great.
going to make new all-time highs. We might even melt up
question,
from here.
Patrick.
I mean, it's crazy.
Patrick, that's hilarious. I mean, good job, Patrick. That's the way. I mean, I think you should keep it. Well, it depends. I don't know. I mean, how long are you willing to hold? Because I'm willing to hold a long time. Earnings could help, but it might not pop till January or February, honestly. But SPY, yeah, all-time highs are coming. I agree. See how it does when it hits 455.
Whisker away, and probably it'll pull back before it makes the all-time high, just as a teaser. So you get a little pullback here, and then it'll go on to make the all-time high.
There's a lot of dispersion on that last end of the chart.
You had a little gap up today. They'll fill that gap, and then it'll make the all-time high. You see the gap today?
Yep.
So that'll get filled at 447. Not that that's much.
Yeah, that's barely any. I mean, the 9-day will probably become the support, and then it'll just ride it up. Yeah.
Or the 50. I think the 50 will be the support.
Well, the 9-day, it'll just keep creeping up. That's why I
convert tomorrow anyway.
Because the 9 will become 450 soon.
Every time it dips, you just buy the dip. I mean, that's been the algorithm.
Yeah, this one's easy. I agree. It's like SPY goes up.
Buy the dip. And the same is true with Bitcoin.
Yep.
Bitcoin. Let's look at GBTC. I don't want to look at it because I'm out of it. I wish I weren't. It's basically almost a straight line, this doggone thing. If you look at the weekly, you could see it better.
Yeah, the weekly looks good here. I'm in Mara, which is also looking really good.
Anything to do with blockchain has been flying. Riot, Mara.
Mara looks amazing. I'm making a lot off those options.
Yeah, everything, anything to do with Bitcoin, coin itself, Coinbase, all flying. So let me just take a look at the 3 week.
Yeah, the weekly's good here. It's really good. I was looking at this earlier. Yeah, that's great.
Yeah, well, there's no question in my mind we will take out the high of $58
Agreed.
on GBTC. It's unbelievable, Bitcoin. Unbelievable. All these crazy cryptocurrencies, Dogecoin, Dogecoin.
Dog.
Now they got one Shiba coin. Shiba coin, crazy stuff.
Shiba Inu.
Shiba is under a penny, right? But it's
Yep.
getting a lot of attention. And what's another one that's getting a lot of attention?
Ethereum.
Ethereum is, yeah, but there's a cheap.
Ethereum is the stablest one of
There's
these.
one that moved from a dime to 17 cents the other day. Trying to think of the name of it. Meta something, Meta, META, I forgot the name, the coin. I'm not into it, so I don't pay too much attention. I don't have any positions
Yeah.
in cryptos. But it's something that I probably should have a little bit of money in. To round out the show, let's not forget about this one.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I got some of this.
Yeah, on the weekly.
You got to get off the weekly on this one. Weekly doesn't tell anything.
Yeah, this one, I still think this one's going to go big soon.
I think by the end of the year, you'll hit.
Yeah, exactly. I think because when it pumps, it really goes. This one almost reminds me of that USEG one that I had where it just flies and pulls back and flies and pulls back.
Yeah, except this one. This one has the potential to stay up there at $50 a share plus. Just legitimize that the process of filtering out the virus. If that becomes something that gets EUA or something, forget it. Priceless.
Yeah. I've been adding almost every day. Just like that 200 makes me feel very comfortable adding.
I said the other day, and I'm going to say it again, despite people getting mad at me, that the play is COVID for the short term, not the exosomes with the cancer. I'm not denigrating the prospects of what they're doing with the University of Pittsburgh Medical Center, nothing like that. But the immediate play is on the COVID trial. And I'll stand by that. Somebody got irritated with me that I somehow denigrated the other trial, but that's not what I was doing. I certainly see the value in curing cancer. All right, so we've had a downward spiral, downward movement in this stock plenty, but the good news is we definitely at a strong area of support. You can just look at it. I don't have to draw the line.
It's just, yeah, the 200 is probably max pain. It looks good.
Yeah. Is there any I left out, Professor Spike?
Let me check.
I mean, we still have 10 minutes. We could do VBIV. It's made a nice move.
I want to make sure I got everything I wrote.
Um,
I think
the
you
only thing that
did.
the only thing that you said that you didn't do was Amazon.
Wow.
Okay. When in doubt, buy Amazon.
But I like the idea of looking at VBIV.
Yeah, take a look.
When in doubt, buy Amazon.
And no, we didn't do AUPH yet. We hadn't talked about that in a little while.
We're down 84 cents, basically. Oh, now we're up 42 cents. We're in the green. All right, so Amazon, even though it has a pretty solid green candle, is barely positive from yesterday because it opened up lower. So this is interesting. You could have a green candle and yet be down on the day. You see what I mean? This it's actually up on the day for now. And Amazon is going to retest this intermediate high, this level right here. That's going to be retested. So let's see let's draw that in. I almost got wealthy playing the call. I had it ready to go and I lost my nerve. Dr. J lost his nerve. All right, 35.46, that's the near-term target. I think it definitely bumps against that. Probably takes it out en route to new highs.
Yep.
It's never the wrong time to buy Amazon. When in doubt, buy Amazon. What can I say? It's just the margins are going to be great this year because people can't get what they want to buy. They're willing to pay any price. So the sales are going to be minimal.
It's true.
But then
Well, if they're not going to find it in the stores, they're just going to stay home and put the order in and let it arrive when it does.
If they get it.
Well, I mean, you put the order in and you're done. I mean, psychologically, you've already bought it at that point.
It's true.
Do you know how many container ships there are in the port of Los Angeles waiting to be unloaded today?
A lot.
Yeah, we were talking about this. Yeah.
100 as opposed to 17 pre-COVID.
Right. Well, 24/7's helping.
It's crazy. You want to look at VBIV? Wind things up.
We want to look at VBIV, and there's a slight request, very subtle, for AUPH.
Yeah, AUPH. Never heard of it.
This is on a nice little trending up party.
Yeah, this one, I mean, been in it forever. I like it. Let's see what happens.
Pop. Very nice pop.
Nice pop. It's still in that convergence. I want to see it take out 350 or whatever that is, and then it'll run. It'll run.
From your lips to God's ear.
Maybe we're starting a little run.
That would be nice.
If 350 gets taken out, I'll get super excited because that'll be the first time it's taken out a previous high in like years.
Let it just go past 100 and I'll be super excited.
The 100 doesn't do it for me. That's what I'm saying. I need 350 plus.
You want this high out, 349.
Yeah, that one. There you go. I want that one gone, never seen again. That's my goal.
Yeah, and this it's actually a double top. So no wonder you want it out.
Yeah, it's not great.
There's a lot of resistance here.
Ton of it, yeah.
Double top at 351. So that has to go out. Then it could run.
Yeah.
Anybody who follows the show probably owns a lot of this by now.
Or they've been in and out of it a bunch. I don't really know.
Rubbed off on people, this one.
Yeah.
I own a fair amount of it.
Yeah, same. So Arenia, and then I think we can call it after that.
Exactly.
Arenia is going to be taken out, buy out the question is at what price? They're going out. When and for how much? That's the question.
Yeah.
I'm totally convinced they're going to be bought out. I don't have to draw any lines because I
It's
already
already there.
currently, yeah, it's already there. $20 today. It's been hovering above that $20 level. So the candle is not a good candle today. I hate these gravestone dojis, but it doesn't particularly bother me here because it's not at the top of a long run. So I'm in call options for November and January.
Mm-hmm.
I'm deep in the money, so it's not going to affect me that much if it doesn't happen.
Right.
Won't lose that much. And I did want to explain my thinking about deep in the money. I basically bought, I think, the 13s for $8 when it was $21. I paid, it was 20 and change. I paid 20. Basically, it was 20 and change. I paid $8. I paid a really tiny premium. Really tiny premium.
Yeah.
Pretty non-existent.
And I'm getting control of 3 times as many shares as if I bought the stock.
Right.
And at the same time, I don't get annihilated if it isn't taken out. I lose a little. Like if it closes November 19th or whatever it is at night where it is now, I'll lose $1 per $100 per contract, right? No big deal. So I'm being conservative by buying these deep in the money. I'm not looking for the big hit, but I'm looking for a little hit. And that's it, right? We wrap it up now?
Yeah, I think
sounds good.
I think it's a good day. Good day.
It's a good day. But yeah, it's a good day to be in the market, that's for sure.
Yeah. Nice.
It's a good day for market time, but it's still lagging somewhat. A little better today, but still lag.
What do you want us to sing? We gave you
Still
your EP.
Sing. Oh, I'll sing by OPHC, or I guess that's not a song.
Oh yeah, you still on that one, right?
Yeah, forever. I love it. I love it to death. One day we'll chart it, but there's too many other things to chart.
Is that the bank one?
Yeah, it's one of my favorites, but we'll come to it. It still needs some time, but I'd say it's okay to buy it.
I've been hiding. I've been hiding because
hiding behind his name.
Hiding because nobody wants to see my face anyway. So. Peekaboo, I see you.
There you go. Yeah, no, you're out in the open now.
Yeah. Oh, Patrick, why? If you can keep doing that, you'll be a rich man. It's $2 each.
It's a good play. And even if you miss the big one, whatever, you've been making money. So cool.
this is the
Milking the
one
cow.
that Jake gave us PTGX. We all made out pretty well, and it's come back a little. So
What about
you know,
that other one? Did you ever do your analysis on the other one that was supposed to have the same deal?
Oh, the
ALL,
ALLO. I like it. I mean, I didn't go super deep, but the pipeline looks great. The company, I didn't see any red flags yet, but I guess I could keep looking.
magnificent answer must be into AUPH.
Everyone is into
Repeated
AUPH.
it times. I really feel it's going to be taken out. The question is what price, you know? What price will somebody willing to pay for AUPH?
Right.
$38, double where it is now.
Somebody speculated around 35, which makes sense.
Yeah. And the when my crystal ball says soon on AUPH by the end of the year. Avoid next year's tax consequences, which could be more severe than this year. Well, who knows? You know, a lot of times companies want to get it done before the new year, the mergers. No song at the end. Well, I'm not going to sing.
So Magnificent thinks 35 is too cheap. I mean, but you would take it. That's the point, right?
I would take 38. 38.
I would take 25.
All right, so you're not doubling your money anymore. The stock was around 12 for the longest time. So, I mean, I know because I bought it at 21.
It was also in the 20s for a while, not a long time, but quite a few times. It's visited the 20s.
Right.
So it doesn't really mean anything. MA says no way.
Making a good 75% or 70% is perfectly fine.
It's going to go for more than 38. MA thinks it's going to go for $83 a share, right, MA?
Sounds great. I'll take anything over 30.
Yeah,
I'll take anything over 25.
And BCRX is also on the sales block.
Yeah, but they're playing hard. They're playing hardball.
I've been hearing that for a year also.
They're playing hardball. I don't like BCRX to get taken out soon.
Maybe not soon.
Although it would be nice. I think it would be a very nice payday because that's a nice property.
And I think one of the gene editing stocks will be taken out. I don't know which one.
Yeah, that's definitely true. I think
either CRISPR Edit, Intellia, or Beam. One of them will go. I really strongly feel that. All right, so that's it for today. Another edition of Talking Stocks. Good edition. We wound up under the hour.
Yep.
And we'll see everybody next week.
Yep. I have to skip Friday, so I will see you next week.
Hasta la vista.
Bye-bye.
See ya.
Bye-bye.